today we'll discuss one another algorithm. So this algorithm name, as you can see, is the bubbles sort algorithm. A bubble sort algorithm is a sorting procedure. Sorting procedure means, if you remember, in the algorithm of binary search, before doing the search operation, it is a mandatory requirement that if you have a set of number or if you have a set of name of person, then either of these two list of data have to be first in serial order. If you have name of person, then all the name have to be in serial order alphabetically. And if you have a list of number, say many numbers in the range of suppose -1000 to +1000, you can have many numbers. Then so do binary search, the first thing it must be that all the numbers should be first in serial ascending order or descending order. That is the first requirement in the binary search. Now when we have a collection of such numbers, say the marks of a student, when we have uh, our marks for the university or for your own department, if you have the marks of the student, then roll number 1 is not that he will get the lowest mark. Roll number 1 may get suppose 80, roll number 2 may get 70, then roll number 3 is getting suppose 90, roll number 4 is getting 95, roll number 5 is getting 65, roll number 6 is getting 85. So like that, there is no particular order. And when student come into university for admission, then some student come whose alphabet name start maybe from B, the first student, then the second student maybe from the alphabet D, then third student from the alphabet A. So it is not in not we cannot tell that it is already from before it is going to be in serial order. In natural environment also it is not possible to expect a set of number or a name of person to be given in a serial order. So we have to find out a solution that when a set of item is given, so how to make them in serial order. To find this a algorithm. So algorithm, that means it is a step by step procedure. So this bubble sorting algorithm is a computer algorithm that if you give the computer some number, any random number, then the computer can make them in serial manner, either increasing or decreasing, and it happens very fast. It happens very fast. So a human, if human being perform this, then we will see what problem come, and what is this algorithm all about. So let us I think you are ready with some pen and paper. So if possible, you take a pen and paper, and then I'll give you some numbers, and then I will tell you what to do, and then we will see that whether you can do it or not, that this particular question. So the bubble sort algorithm, the main objective is that when some elements is given, n number of elements is given, then it is making the list into serial order. So let us take some number. So you write, I will give some number. Every one of you write the number. First you write 5, then you write 2, then you write 7, then you write 1, and then you write 8. So these are the numbers. These are the numbers 5, 2, 7, 1, 8. What is going to be the increasing order? Increasing order means you can type your message. Increasing order means smaller number come first, then the next smaller number, then the third smaller number, then the and ultimately the biggest number will come in the last. So the smaller number come in front and the highest number come in the last. It is this order is called increasing order. When the smaller number come in the left hand side and the bigger number come in the right hand side, so smaller number come first, then the second smaller number, then the third smaller number, then 4, 5, 6, 7 up to like that, up to the biggest number. So the question is 5, 2, 7, 1 and 8. So increasing order, what should it be? Increasing order, if you can tell with your mic, it is better. If some of you, if you have done it, if you can able to tell what is the increasing order.
1, 2, 5, 7, 8.
Yes, 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. Thank you, very nice. So this is the answer. Okay, now if now okay, you have done it nicely. Next question, just I will tell very fast, try to give the answer. Okay, write the next question. This is the first question, then the next question. Now same question, increasing order, you have to make smaller to bigger. Question is 5, 2, 7, 5, 15, 5, 2, 7, 15, 6, 0, minus 8, 4, 3, 19, 17, 21. Now do it. Why is it taking so much time? What will happen if I give you 100 numbers?
Sir, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8.
No, question you have not written properly. Question is 5, 2, 7, 15, 6, 0, minus 8, 4, 3, 19, 17, 21. 5, 2, 7, 15, 6, 0, minus 8, 4, 3, 19, 17, 21. Twelve numbers are there. 12 numbers. Total 12 numbers are there. You are giving answer of only 5 numbers.
So this number would be arranged in increasing order.
Yes, yes, increasing order. Okay, I am saying the answer. -8, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, 17, 19, 21. You got it? It is, you have to do it in smaller to bigger. Okay, so what is the I have given you two questions. In the first question, the number was very small, 52718. So you can do it very fast. Then the next time I've given you 12 numbers, but correct answer no one can give. This is not your fault. This is not the means this mistake is not because you are doing mistake. This is human error. This will be performed error mistake by all human being. This if instead of 12, if I give you 100 numbers and such random number, suppose marks of a student out of 25 or marks of student out of 100, if I give you for your whole branch, then you will take at least 2-3 days, I think. Or not only you, any human being, normal human being, will take so much time, and there is no guarantee that it will be correct even after doing uh, fully, because you have to be understanding that what is the background of this system. If you know the background, if you know the algorithm, so computer science student, uh, he can do it very fast, because computer in the computer science, in the IT, in the in the syllabus, this question comes lot of in a most of the semester. This question come that given some set of numbers, you have to give them a serial order in the answer. So question will be given, 12, 20, 25, 30 numbers will be given in the question, and you have to write write the answer in the sorted manner. So computer science student can do it nicely, uh, but the problem is, for 30 number you will have to take at least 5 to 6 pages of your answer copy. And if so in the question, so in the first question I have given you 5 numbers, and to do it properly, you will take at least 2 pages, but it will not be error, means you can do it fast, uh, at least within 10 minutes you can do it, 10 or 20 minutes you can do it. If I give you 25 30 numbers, you can do it very fast, with at least within 15 minutes you can do it. And the marks given will be like 8 marks, 10 marks question for question like this. And the only thing you have to do is very simple. You have to from the question you have to write that some this what is the answer. It is increasing order, smaller to bigger, decreasing order, the bigger number come first, then the smaller number comes in the right hand side, that is in the last, that is the your opposite, that is called the decreasing order. So that is about the question and answer, that if question comes, that it will be of 10 marks, and you have to do it. Now next question come, why it takes you 2-3 pages? Because when you do it, you have to follow some steps, and that steps is called bubble sort algorithm. This particular bubble sort algorithm helps. There are many types of algorithm. One of them is called the bubble sort algorithm. So in the bubble sort algorithm, from a set of numbers, that is from a set of numbers, we choose the first two number. Okay, we choose the first two number, and then we find which is the smaller of the first two number. Then the smaller number you write in the left hand side, and the bigger number you write in the right hand side. For example, for the first question, 5, 2, 7, 1 and 8, that is your that is the question. So you have these numbers 5, 2, 7, 1 and 8. So in the bubble sort algorithm, what you have to do, first you have to do it for the these two number 5 and 2, which is a smaller number. 5 and 2, this smaller number is the 2. So 2 will come here left hand side, 5 will come in the right hand side, and you write as it is, other number you write as it is. Okay, this is the first step. Then the next time you have to do the same thing for 5 and 7, two number at a time you have to take. So 2 will be written as it is, then 5 will be written as it is, because 5 is the smaller number. So smaller number come in the left hand side, bigger number come in the right hand side. So 5 and 7, it is already very nicely in the order, so like this. And the number that is not in this blue box, you write it as it is. Then this particular blue box, go to the next number. We start from 5 and 2, then we go to 5 and 7. Now how here 5 and 7 have come? Because in this first line 5 and 2, 2 is the smaller number, so 2 come in the left hand side, and 5 is the bigger number, 5 come in the right hand side. That is why 2 is coming in the left hand side, 5 is coming in the right hand side. Now next time 5 and 7. Now in the 5 and 7, 5 is already in the left hand side, 7 is already in the right, so we don't do it any change. Next we take the box to 7 and 1. In here this number write as it is 2, you write as it is 5. Now out of 1 and 7 and 1, 1 is the smaller number, 1 comes to the left hand side, 7 is the bigger number, 7 comes to the right hand side, and this is number out of the box, write as it is, no need to change. Now this time box come here, last 7 and 8. In here this we write as it is, 2 we write as it is, 5 write as it is, 1 write as it is. Now 7 and 8 you find out which is the small number. 7 is the small number, it is already in the left hand side. 8 is the bigger number, it comes in the right hand side. So small number comes in the left hand side and the big number comes in the right hand side. So we have this. So is this the correct answer? No, it is not the correct answer. So you repeat it again. You repeat this step again. Again start from 2 and 5. So 2 and 5. Smaller number is the 2, it comes in the left hand side. Bigger number is the 5, it comes in the right hand side. 2 5, and this you write as it is. Then after this again compare the next two number. Blue box, shift blue box, move right hand side slowly. So this we write as it is. Now out of 5 and 1 is the smaller number, 1 comes this side, 5 is the bigger number, 5 comes this side. 7 and 8 write as it is. After this blue box comes to the next 5 and 7. Here there was 1, before it was 1. So 1 is the small number, 1 comes to the left hand side, 5 comes to the right hand side. That is why 5 appear here, and 1 has come here. From here 1 has come to here, because 1 is the small number here inside in this blue box. So this time 5 and 7, 5 and 7 what will happen? It remain as it is, 2 1. 5 is the already the smaller number, 5 1 7 8. Next 7 and 8. So 7 and 8 again it is already, 7 is a smaller number, so it is no need to change. So the answer is 2 1 5 7 8. Now is this the correct answer? No. We again start from the, if after coming to 8, when I come to 8, there is nothing here in the right hand side. So what I do, I again start from first. I again take the first two number, and this step I repeat again till I am satisfied that the answer is correct. Now what will happen? 2 and 1. 1 is the small number, 1 comes here. 2 is the bigger number, 2 comes here, right side. Then this write as it is, 1 2 5 7 8. Now what happened? Now is the answer correct? Now I am satisfied that my answer is correct. 1 2 5 7 8. This is, so the question in the beginning was 5 2 7 1 8. This is the question, 5 2 7 1 8, and this is the answer. So in exam you will have to show all these steps. You will have to show all these steps. You have to draw the box, blue box, and you have to draw this blue box, and you have to show that the blue box is moving in the right hand side slowly. So after the blue box come to 8, in the place of 8 there can be other number also, but if the blue box come to the last of the element, no more element remain, then the blue box again come to the first and repeat everything what you have performed in the first part. Then you have to repeat everything, from the first to last. So see here, I start from the first, I come to the last, but I know answer is wrong, so again I do from the first. So when again I do from the first, then don't start from the question. Question given is 52718. So after going from first to last, the number become 25178. So when I repeat from the beginning, now I repeat from here, here 25718. I don't repeat from 52718. This is the question given. After doing some step, I come to 25178. Now here 25178, from 2 I come to 8. After that I see that it is a wrong question. So what I do, I again start from the first. So here you see I have started from first. Here I start from 5, I come to 8. After that I see the answer. What I get the answer? My answer is here. The answer is here 25178. But is it the correct answer? It is not the correct answer. So now I draw the box, the blue box. Again I draw from the first number. So here the blue box comes in the last end. So again I have to draw the blue box in the beginning, in the front, and this time the blue box is between 2 and 5. Now 2 and 5, 2 is the smaller number, it is there in the left hand side, and 5 is the bigger number, it is there in the right hand side. So I write 25178, and this time blue box move to the right hand side, and this time it is between 5 and 1. So this process is called bubble sort algorithm. So when in the exam question will be given, you will have to show all these steps. Just now one example of this in real life situation. When you are in the school and you go for assembly, morning prayer, then you have to stand according to the height. Generally that is the process, that when you go to prayer in your school, then your teacher make you stand according to the height. So what you just imagine that you come to the assembly little late, maybe you are late because of some reason, then teacher allow you to join the assembly prayer. And so what you do, you go and what you do, you just go and stand anywhere in between? What you do, you go to one of the student in your classroom, and then you compare your height. You compare your height with your friend who is already standing in the morning prayer. If he is taller than you, then you stand in front of him, and if you are taller than your friend, then you go back behind your friend. Now behind your friend again your another friend is there who may be of your same height or maybe taller than you. Now after comparing your height with your first friend, to stand properly in the prayer, you in the assembly morning prayer, you compare your height with the next person, then with the next person, then with the next person. After doing 4 or 5 times, by looking at your friend's height, you tell your friend that excuse me, I want to come in between. So then you come in between. Yes or no? So in the real life that is a real life example of a bubble sort, where you find so that is now when I give you number, 25718, then you are not thinking that how to do it. You are not thinking, because our brain, like a linear search, no, like linear search, we are not thinking how the searching we are doing. When you search a library, when you go to library, you search a book, so our brain do the function so fast, our brains are very fast, our brain functions so fast that we do not think that how it is happen, but it already complete. Sometimes it happens that when you are it happened with me most of the time. My personal experience I want to share. The faculty attendance is compulsory with fingerprint attendance. You must have seen in the downtown canteen ATM, there is a attendance machine for the faculty members. And sometimes what happens is I come from the means I come in the morning time, and then it become my habit that I just go and touch the machine and my attendance is counted. After doing it for few years, few months, after some time it becomes a habit and it comes naturally. So my brain gives me the signal that I have to give the attendance. I give the attendance, but in a very subconscious mind. After some time, I forget that whether I have given the attendance or not. But actually, I have given the attendance when I go to the admin office that I want to give my attendance, because I forget to give the attendance today. Then the machine operator, he comes to the machine and tells this, sir, your attendance is already counted. You have already given the attendance. Like this many times it has happened. I have given attendance 2 times for the same day within 10-15 minutes gap. So it is not that maybe I am thinking something else when coming or when giving the attendance, but the thing is that the brain functions so fast in doing certain things. The brain functions so fast that our objective is complete, but we don't think how we are doing it. Same case happens to linear search, that when you search a book in library, actually your brain is searching from first to last, but your eyes are moving so fast, from one book to another book, that your brain uh, you are not experiencing that linear search in your brain. Okay. But the same linear search happens to you if you have to search some person by a photograph. If you have to search your book in the library, then you are not experiencing that effect, that phenomena of linear search. Your experiences you are not experiencing. But if you go to Pantaloon, suppose this example is nice. If you go to Pantaloon, if you go to Facebook, if you go to Big Bazaar, you go to Pantaloon, you go to some shopping mall, then when you choose a dress, then what you do, you start from the left hand side and you just see one dress, second dress, third. Not only dress, maybe it may be any product, maybe a bag, school bag, or whatever, or a watch. What you do, start from the left hand side and you just move your head, from left to right, and you see what you are liking and disliking is. So in our day to day life, the brain functions in a very usual or unusual manner, but we don't give the time to think about it. Okay, so I hope you are able to see and you are able to hear. Okay, I hope you are able to hear.
So,
Okay, okay, so that is what I was saying. So when you go for assembly morning prayer, and that time you experience this effect of bubble sort, and the same thing happens when you go to buy something, then you experience the linear search phenomena, that linear, that when you search from one side to another side. So when you have to, in the morning assembly prayer, when you have to stand according to the height, that time what happens to your brain? Why cannot you take decision fast? If any number is given to you, 1 2 5, then you do it within 2 seconds. You can tell that which number come first, which number come second, which number come in the last. Okay, within second you can tell, you within 2 seconds. But if I tell you to stand in a line according to your height, then maybe you will take at least 10 seconds, because you have to go compare your height to the next person, then you just cannot go, then you compare your height to that to the next person, then to the next person. So that decision takes little time. And once you are do it once you do it once you do it, then in the next, because you are all in the same, because in your school, just go back few years back, go to your school days. In your school, your class friend, they study with you for 4 5 years. Maybe some of you study 10 years in the same school with the same friend. Then after some time, what happens, if you are late for the assembly, in the starting period, you do the bubble sort, you compare your height, you compare with height with your friend, then you compare your height to the person backside who is standing behind your friend. Then if he's shorter, then you compare one more friend behind him, then one more friend, and finally you adjust in the group of assembly line. But after few years, maybe after 1 or 2 year, if you are late, then you will not look for the height, you will look for the particular friend. Where is that particular friend who always stand, because height is not changing, height of everyone remains the same. So now if so now when you come for assembly late, you look for your friend. When you find your friend, then you just go and stand behind your friend, and you know that you are in the correct position. You will not make that mistake, and your teacher will not scold you that why you are not standing in the line properly. That is how the brain functions. So brain functions in very certain manner, very fast, very accurate. Computers also can function very fast and very accurate, but we have to first know the real life basic scenario, the how things are performing. So bubble sort also, when you do the for the number, when you do the number 52718, because you are doing the same thing from child, you are doing the number, you are doing maths from the child, you know 5 is smaller than 8, 8 is bigger than 10, these things you know. So you can do it within 3 seconds. But if the same question is given to a small child, maybe class 3 or class 2 or class 3, then he will maybe take 1 minute or so to do the same thing. And for us also, you will take 1 minute if we have to stand in a line. Suppose you are there, you are if I tell you to stand according to your height, your suppose your uh, fifth semester, every one of you stand in a line, then what will happen? Till now in editu, you have not given any morning assembly, you have not stand any morning prayer, so you don't know who is in front of you, who is behind you. You only know your roll number, that roll number 16 is front of me, roll number 17 is behind me, so that you know, but height wise you don't know. So if I tell you to stand in height wise, so at this time also you will take 10 minutes to figure out where is your position. So it is not that only a child brain is like that, ours also, when we have to do something such a very silly thing, this is very small thing, if any number is given to us, we can do it within 3 seconds or within 2 seconds. But the same thing, if I give you to arrange a set of height wise according to your height and height also, it is the same thing, no, you will do the bubble sort, you compare your height, who is taller than you, who is shorter than you. Number also you do the same thing, which number is bigger, which number is smaller. So in real life we experience bubble sort, in real life we do these things, but we are not thinking about it because our brain functions like that. So that is the theory about bubble sort. So any doubt if you have in this, then you practice it, and if any doubt you have, I hope this is clear how to do the bubble sort. So if you have any doubt, you can ask in the next class, or you can WhatsApp, and anytime if in the day I will reply if you have any problem with this. And let us end the class today here.